I don't remember how long it's been since I've started, but I have completely stopped the practice of filtering and editing photos of myself. And when I say photos of myself, I mean I'm not going in there and removing any pimples. I'm not zooming in on Facetune to get that smile line out the way. I'm not editing anything in a way to where it's contouring my body and making my waist look smaller. You know what? If there's a pimple, there's a pimple. If there's a line in my face, there's a line in my face. I'm happy. I smiled. I have smile lines. If there's a roll, I ate good that day. Okay. It's like, it is what it is. Like, we're all human. And the reason why I stopped doing all of that stuff is because I felt like really it was really screwing with my mind, and I didn't like that. It got to the point where I was like kind of looking in the mirror sometimes. I'm just like, what is going on? It's like, and I'm looking at pictures that don't have a filter, and I'm feeling a way about them not looking like they have a filter. And sometimes I don't think we realize how easy it is to get there, because when you start training your mind to see yourself in a certain way, it can be very jarring when you see yourself in a different way. And no one should be used to seeing themselves through a filtered lens all the time. It gets really creepy, especially as a black woman. Like, when you get on Snapchat especially, they have so many filters on there that will lighten your skin and disguise it as smoothing the skin. And since when did my skin have to be lighter in order to look smoother? Like, what's up with that? And then also, what I notice is they will always make my nose smaller. Like, they always bring the bridge in and try to do that cute little button nose thing. And I find that to be so odd that it's so prevalent in so many filters. I feel like they're subconsciously trying to feed us this information, telling us that our natural black features are unattractive. And I don't like that. It's like that wasn't sitting right with me. And although I can't, just go change Snapchat and take it down, what I can do is change how I interact with a lot of these applications and stuff. So I made the personal choice to probably never really use that stuff again. Now, don't get me wrong, I might get caught up on a cute little mousy filter from time to time. It's like, because like those were fun. It's like, those little things where it turns you into a ghost on Halloween. It's like, we all know what a fun filter is. And I think a lot of times people are being willfully obtuse when they act as if they don't know what I'm talking about when I say I'm not filtering these photos of like, oh, what about this? What about this? We're not talking about adjusting lighting because the picture came out a little bit weird because the camera got moved in the middle of taking the picture. We're not talking about sharpening an image so that way it's just a little bit more crisp. We're literally talking about lightening skin and changing the physical structure of your face to make it look more appealing. They're literally telling you that your black features are unappealing. And I can't be a part of it no more. It's like, I had to excuse myself from the madness, because how you gonna tell me like my face card declines if I do not have a filter? Is it declining right now? Because I feel like I look just fine right now. I feel like I look like a normal person who has flaws. Like, you see where my T zone all greasy and everything? It's because I have an oily T zone. You can see where I have bags under my eyes because I'm a single mom and my son stresses me out sometimes. You can see where I have lines and creases right here because I'm constantly laughing and smiling. You can see like I have like these little creases in between my eyes because I'm constantly looking at people like they're crazy because they constantly have me effed up. It's like, but I like these things about me and I don't want to learn to dislike them. It took so long for me to get out of that whole, after puberty, hating yourself thing. Like, when you're a woman, there are so many people out here telling you what you should and shouldn't like about yourself. I have enough hangups without adding what social media creators are trying to do to me. It's like we're not about to do that too. We're not about to like, just compile self-esteem issues. We're knocking that shit down. And I want to be loud about it. I want other people to know I'm doing this because I want other girls who look the way that I do to not want to constantly hide behind a filter. I don't want the next generation of women to be looking at themselves without a filter and just being so upset about the realness of what everyone is seeing on you from a day-to-day basis. I feel like that's how we've gotten to this point with all these surgeries and everything, but that's another rabbit hole for another day. I just want everyone to love themselves and have this freedom that I feel from embracing, like, what I truly and really look like. Like, I'm imperfect and that's okay. Though that's one of the things that makes me so beautiful. Sometimes it's hard to, deal with certain things. We all have days where we're going to feel insecure and that's okay. That's human nature. But I don't think it's human nature to be constantly trying to hide what you really look like. That's not normal because you're still going to look like that. This online stuff like this isn't real. This isn't real. These are like excerpts from our real life, but this isn't real life. These are highlights. And I don't want to continue living my life as if the way I portray myself on social media is the real me. I want the real me to be portrayed on social media. And I want to feel good about myself and how I show up, no matter what app I have access to contour whatever people contour in that moment. That's it's just not healthy. It's not healthy. And I don't want to be part of the rat race anymore. I'm not part of the rat race anymore. This is what accepting yourself really looks like. I'm sitting here in my bed with nothing but the light and everything on me, and I feel so good. I feel so, yeah, I got a little bit of makeup on, but it's the end of the day. The makeup's starting to fade. Like, this is what I look like. I love me. I love me, and I never want to stop loving me. I never want to look at what is really me and be like, oh my God, like, that's not what I post. I want to see me and be like, I am proud to show me off in my realness and be comfortable in it.